Hello there folks, this is me, Mongo, your friend from SoCal. Today we will be talking about the NECA Toys King Kong. As a fan of giant monster movies, I really enjoy King Kong. The original 1933 King Kong has been a very influential part of giant monster movie history. And I've been looking forward to this toy. Let's take a look at him inside the packaging. You can see he's had a lovely amount of care put into the creation of this box. He looks beautifully gruesome inside the packaging. And let's take this guy out of the box and see how he stacks up against these other gorillas. And taking a look at his size, NECA Toys King Kong is suitably large. He comes in at just over 8 inches. He is a monster of a figure. He beats out the Mezco, he beats out the cheap knockoff Kong, and he easily beats the Playmates Toys King Kong with Battle Axe. And taking a look at our headless and handless Kong, we'll get to notice some of the accessories that he comes with. He comes with 4 separate hands, 2 open hands, and 2 fists. He also comes with 2 different head sculpts. One funny kind of head sculpt, and the other a more fierce and angry head sculpt. I myself prefer the more neutral head sculpt, but the fierce head is a nice extra. Looking at the body, I think it's very nice. It's an interesting interpretation. NECA Toys themselves have come out to say that this is their own interpretation of the original 1933 King Kong. And this is a lot easier to notice when you compare it with actual footage and even the armature used for the actual stop motion of King Kong. Overall, I love the sculpt on this figure. And let's take a look at his articulation through some sped up footage. As you can see, he's got a nice up and down on his head. His arms have a nice flexibility due to the joints. He has very nice elbow joints, which kind of adds into the length of his arms. His legs are also very well articulated to accommodate his large frame. As you take another look at the legs, you can see the feet themselves don't have very much articulation. He has 2 peg holes, 1 on each foot. His back is rubbery, where the legs are, to allow him to move and shift the legs more. Be careful, make sure you don't break or damage those. It's a possibility that over time those could warp and tear. But overall, articulation is solid on this guy, and he is great. And on a quick side note here, folks, as I was playing and posing this toy, it really reminded me of Primal Rage, an amazing game back in the day. I loved playing it in the arcades, and they even had a toy line. This figure right here just oozes Primal Rage. It makes me wish that NECA would buy the rights to that, to make toys of Primal Rage. But as we kind of continue here, as you do with all your toys, you see what kind of accessories are able to fit on him. So these are some shackles from the Mezco Toys Kong of Skull Island. And they fit very well on him, on the NECA Kong. I think it looks really nice. You can kind of help recreate some of those famous movie scenes. And then we have Andaro. Of course, we got to see if this Kong can hold Andaro. He can't really hold on to her. She kind of just lays on his hand like a little sofa, and we'll kind of put his little derpy face on, his face, and we'll see a nice little image here, recreating some movie magic. And if you're curious, you can technically swap the heads on the NECA and Mezco figures. The Mezco head does technically fit just because it's such a large peg hole there that it can sit on that NECA peg. It looks alright from the front. From the side, it looks a lot less nice just because you notice some of the differences there in the fur. And if you try the reverse here with the Mezco, you stick a NECA head on the Mezco, it doesn't really fit. Peg is too large for the NECA head, but the proportions are kind of neat. Something to consider, folks. But folks, that's about all I gotta say for this figure here. Overall, I think NECA really hit a big win here. This figure is amazing. It's It's a nice, original take on a timeless monster. You can use him for so many different things. You can have so much fun with him posing. He is a beast of a figure. His joints are tight. He is a tough son of a gun. And I think you're really going to have a lot of fun posing this guy around. I know I did, folks. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and hopefully you have a great rest of your day. I'm Mongo, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.